In today's video, we're gonna be looking at 10 of the most scariest ghost sightings ever caught on camera. Let's get right into it. No Ghost Hunter is a YouTuber who is convinced there is a ghost living in his house, and he decides to record the paranormal event as it's taking place. The footage he ends up capturing is quite scary to say the least. The TV in his living room suddenly starts moving on its own, rocking aggressively from side to side. He records behind the TV to confirm that there is no one behind it, and no visible explanation like wires or strings that could account for the movement. He waves his hand above, around, and even underneath the television, showing that there are no wires or anything else that could cause the movement. A few days later, his camera captures yet another scary event. His refrigerator door slamming open and shut all by itself, repeatedly and violently. I don't know about you, but I will get the hell out of there the next day after seeing all this footage. A YouTuber named Blake Smith's Gaming Blitz began reporting some unsettling occurrences in his basement. According to Blake, he's been hearing a series of mysterious and eerie noises coming from his basement that he can't really explain. Blake placed his phone in the basement and left it to record, hoping to catch something on film that would shed light on what's really going on. The footage captured by the phone runs for over a minute and is filled with unsettling sounds that seem to have no clear source. When Blake returns to retrieve his phone, he reviews the footage and finds the sounds even more disturbing than he had anticipated. Blake has shared another video from his channel where the strange noises are again featured, allowing viewers to hear the sounds more clearly and draw their own conclusions. That's definitely some of the most disturbing noises I've heard, and the audio itself gives me the chills. Two young girls are spending time alone at home on what seems like an ordinary day. As they chat and watch television, one of the girls notices a strange presence in the doorway of the room. At first, it's barely visible, but as she focuses, it becomes clear that something unusual is there. An eerie white figure can be seen. It's the upper half of a woman draped in a white cloth. It appears to be floating just above the ground, peeking into the room from the side of the wall. One of the girls is completely unaware of it. She's engrossed in whatever is happening on the TV and shouts at the screen in excitement or frustration.
Are you sure? I don't think so. What's that? Up there!
Her sudden outburst startles the ghost, causing it to quickly retreat. The ghost, however, doesn't move away slowly. Instead, it seems to teleport, appearing at the top of the stairs, now gazing down at the girls with a haunting stillness. The girls flee the house, rushing outside and into the street while screaming in panic.
Quickly! No! I bet I'm telling you now. Up there! See? What'd I say? Oh my god! What'd I say? It's gone!
A young girl is sitting at a table, about to eat some food. An ordinary situation that quickly turns extraordinary. Across from her, neatly arranged on the table, is a set of wrapped silverware. The silverware is placed neatly, seemingly undisturbed, until the girl starts talking. In a calm and somewhat casual tone, she addresses an invisible presence, stating that the silverware is not meant for them. Almost immediately after she says that, something strange begins to happen.
Who's going dinner?
The silverware starts to move on its own, shifting and rearranging in a way that suggests an unseen force is at play. The girl, who remains oblivious to the full extent of the ghostly interaction, continues her meal with a sense of calm and normalcy. The ghostly presence appears to retreat after this brief interaction, leaving the silverware to settle back into its original position. The girl continues eating, her demeanor unchanged, as if she just had a quick chat with a friend. Junked up kitten and his friends decide to explore an old county jail, aiming to film a humorous parody of the Ghost Hunters TV show. Equipped with a video camera, they venture through the eerie abandoned facility, joking and narrating their adventure. During their exploration, Junked Up Kitten films casually and passes by a seemingly ordinary jail cell window, not paying it much attention. Later, when reviewing the footage, Junked Up Kitten and his friends are shocked to see what they captured accidentally on camera.
Off in their own little areas with, a handy cam, and we're just sort of checking around to see if we can find anything on our own.
In the reflection of the window on one of the cells, a ghostly face can be seen, its face quite visible on camera. The ghost's head is tilted slightly to the right, as if it was observing the group's every move. Just moments before the ghostly figure becomes visible in the window, Junked Up Kitten had been talking directly to the camera about their search for evidence of paranormal activity. Quite the great timing, to say the least. This video was broadcasted live from a radio station in Albania. What starts as a typical radio broadcast between two hosts takes an unexpected turn when something eerie happens, catching both the hosts and viewers completely off guard. Everything seems normal at first, but that soon changes.
Pushim dhe po e shijojnë dhe një ditë mrekullueshme që është për jashtë.
Gëzor!
Wow,
Ç'ishte?
ç'ishte kjo?
In the middle of their conversation, a newspaper laying on the table suddenly gets pulled into the air, as if it was pulled by some invincible force. The reaction of the host is immediate and telling. Their faces says it all. This was not part of the show, and they have no logical explanation for what just occurred. The newspaper floats away out of frame and lands on the floor, leaving them both visibly shaken. No sign of wires, strings, or any special effects that could explain the newspaper's movements. There is no other explanation to this besides paranormal forces being at play. This next ghost sighting takes place at a big football stadium. The atmosphere is electric, with fans shouting and waving, their focus entirely on the field. But in the midst of all of this excitement, something very strange occurs, something that no one seems to notice. Out of nowhere, a shadowy figure emerges, sprinting at full speed directly through the crowd. At first glance, it appears to be a person moving quickly through the rows of fans, but as you watch closer, things become much more unsettling. This shadowy figure seems to glide effortlessly through the crowd, moving in a straight line across the half-filled stadium. Typically, if someone were running at full speed through a seated crowd, you'd expect people to notice, to move their legs out of the way or at least look up. But in this case, no one gives any sign that they see or hear anything unusual. A YouTuber named David's Ghost Camps had a strange experience with a brand new smoke detector that he installed in his home. From the start, the device has been behaving in ways that David finds deeply unsettling, leading him to suspect that there might be more going on than just a technical glitch. The device only seems to act up when David is downstairs. As soon as he enters the basement, the alarm starts going off, but when he checks the detector, it reports a reading of 0%. This means it shouldn't be going off for any reason at all. The most bizarre part is the device warning him for something, despite no signs of smoke or any actual danger in sight.
Warning! Evacuate, smoke! Evacuate!
David explains that several years ago, a house guest had stayed down there for a short period of time before taking their own life. And ever since that happened, David has noticed an unusual pattern of strange activity in his home. As he's explaining this, the detector goes off once again. What makes this scary is that smoke detectors usually need a physical press of the test button to activate. The only explanation to this is paranormal forces being at play once again. A group of teenagers seeking adventure and a thrill decide to explore an old abandoned school. Their laughter echoes through the empty halls as they make their way down a long hallway. As they continue exploring different rooms, the once lively group finds that their laughter fades and their conversation grows quieter. They sense a shift in the air, a subtle but distinct change that makes the building feel increasingly eerie. One of the teens' phone, which was fully charged just moments ago, has turned off out of nowhere. This odd occurrence only adds to the group's growing discomfort. They walk past another room, and this time something scary would happen.
والله في شحن فول الضوء. الحمد لله على الباب.
A shadowy headless figure suddenly appears in the middle of the room and walks slowly towards them. The teens can't see the figure until later, when they review the footage captured by the camera, that they are confronted with the horrifying reality of what they had encountered. A dedicated team of paranormal investigators set out on a new adventure at the historic Wentworth Woodhouse, located in Rotherham, England. The team, seasoned and passionate about their craft, hopes to uncover any supernatural activity within these ancient walls. One of the investigators, equipped with a high-resolution camera and sensitive audio equipment, suddenly hears faint, rhythmic footsteps reverberating through the hallway. The sound is distinct and deliberate, as though someone or something was walking just out of sight.
Come on, if you hit what's that? There.
As the cameraman looks closer, he catches a sight of a transparent white figure moving slowly upstairs. The team rushes after the figure, their excitement palpable as they try to catch more footage of it. However, the ghostly presence appears to fade away into nothingness. The entire encounter is captured on camera, and upon closer inspection, the footage reveals that the apparition is remarkably transparent and quite ethereal. This is apparently their first encounter with a ghost after 15 years of ghost hunting. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for weekly top 10 videos. Also, let me know in the comments which one of these ghost sightings you found the most scary and creepy. And also make sure to check out these videos right here for more top 10 videos.